Hi everyone, wishing you a very happy evening. This is Dr. Nidhi, co-founder at Miraya along with my sister Megha Bajaj and founder at Miraki Holistic Wellness. A big thanks to Global Insurance Brokers and Dr. Pratima for having me here. I'm very excited to get so many feedbacks about my sessions. Across the globe, people are benefiting from the sessions, and this motivates me to keep coming back and giving more and more. So thank you so much. Many of you have been consistently watching the sessions. This is my third live FP on Global Insurance Brokers, and I'm very excited to be here. So thank you so much. And once again, wishing you all a very happy evening, very healthy evening. I hope all of you are safe at home with your families. So today is a topic which is something very close to my heart, and I think many people get very excited about this. In fact, a lot of people message me to take this topic, hence we decided to conduct this session. So the topic is weight loss journey. And this is not only actually about weight loss, it's also going to cover a lot of wellness tips which will help us to look and feel fitter. Because I have very often seen if a person is slim does not mean that they are fit, and similarly a person may look a bit obese but that does not mean that they are unfit basically. So I'll just talk about my own journey first. I think that makes it very personal and it's much easier for everybody to connect. So around 10 to 12 years back after marriage, I just put on a lot of weight, almost about 10 kgs of weight. And it's not only that I started feeling that I'm not looking good, but what happens is when there is extra fat in the body, it puts a lot of pressure on the organs. And there is an overall feeling of lethargy that starts happening. Plus also my spine could not take the weight, so I started getting a lot of back pain and other issues also. So that's the reason and of course definitely I started losing self-esteem. I could no longer fit into my pre-marriage clothes, my jeans. I used to feel hesitant to meet my friends. Usually I'm a very extrovert person, but suddenly I did not feel like going out with people, and it became like a vicious cycle. So then around 5 to 6 years back, someone who I really look up to, they gave me some feedback and something within me just shook. And then I decided that I have to get into my wellness journey again and become even fitter than earlier. So then I started doing a lot of things in a very consistent manner. That's one of my strengths. Once I take up something, I'll do it very consistently. That started helping me so much. In fact, then I started exploring Western along with Eastern ways of wellness. So I went to places like New York, New Jersey, Bali, Dubai, a lot of Indian places, and learned very good techniques towards the wellness journey. This has helped so many people across the globe, including my mother, my family, my patients, and I'm very excited to share some of these guidelines with you. I'm sure it can make a lot of difference to us. So today I'm very happy that I look and feel younger than ever before. So many people compliment me about my fitness, and it feels very good because I have worked towards it. So one thing very important to remember, there is no shortcut to fitness. At the same time, we do not need to struggle towards weight loss. It can be a very fun journey. That is very important, because only when we find something exciting, we are going to look forward to it. It's like children. If they are excited about a certain subject, they will automatically follow it. Otherwise, they are not going to listen to us how much ever we say. Similarly, let's make this wellness journey a lot of fun, and I'm sure it's going to help each one of you. So there are a lot of things that I can speak about, but since I have a limited time right now, I'll be again taking it as an acronym called FIT. Because in my last session, when I took up the acronym happiness, a lot of people told me that it really, they enjoyed it. They could understand the session much better, and they are following certain tips that I gave, and it's really been helping them to remain much more peaceful and happier. So today the acronym is going to be FIT. So F is basically for foods, which I'm going to discuss later. A very important topic which many people have messaged me to speak about is intermittent fasting. So a lot of people want to know that what's the right way to intermittent fasting. Can we eat something during intermittent fasting, or is it a strict no to eat anything? And the other T is your timing of exercise, which makes a huge difference, friends. So first I'll speak about something very important, which is intermittent fasting. So let's understand first that what does intermittent fasting do? How does it benefit us? Very important, when we fast for at least about 12 hours, when we are not giving our body any kind of nutrition at that time, the insulin automatically helps us in such a way that we generate something called as autophagy. What's the meaning of autophagy? Auto means self and phagy means eating. So this literally means our own body cells eat up our own cells. So what happens is there is a lot of waste cells that get produced in the body on a daily basis. Now till these cells are not cleaned up, it automatically new cells cannot grow. That's the reason people are not able to heal themselves, because constantly there is wrong cells in our body, dead cells in our body, and because we go on eating, the new cells do not get a chance only to repair our body. It's like our house. Suppose if our house is filled with dirt and you are not cleaning it on a regular basis, then how will you fill it with new vibrations, with new energy? So please understand, intermittent fasting is not just like a status or a fad that so many people talk about. It is something that can greatly impact our health. Another thing to remember is we do not need to do very long fasting. Many people do 18 hours, 16 hours. Actually, 12 to 14 hours is the perfect window. So in that much time, automatically the autophagy in our body is activated. All the dead cells are cleaned up, which are washed away from our lymphatic system, and a lot of new cells are formed in the body. 12 hours is simple, right? So for example, suppose you've eaten your last meal at 8 p.m., your dinner. After that, if you eat your next meal at 8 a.m. in the morning, it's perfectly fine. You've given your body 12 hours, and that is an excellent time for the body to be able to do all the cleaning work. So 8 p.m. in the night, have your dinner. After that, 8 a.m. in the morning is when you can eat your next meal, and that will make all the difference. Anyway, most of us are sleeping at that time, so it's very easy to follow. Now the second question that many people ask is that, is it okay to eat a little between intermittent fasting? Can we at least take like a dry fruit? Honestly, it's not allowed, because even if you are hungry, ideally just sip on water, or you can take apple cider vinegar, you can take my very favorite lemon shot, or you could also probably just take like a black coffee or a green tea. So basically you need to take any 0-calorie liquid. That is okay. That will not break your fast. That will not, again make the amino acids work in your body. So that is fine. Ideally, stay completely hungry. It will make a bigger difference, but it's okay. If not possible, you can also just take some liquid, and even that is absolutely fine. So, this is the main concept about intermittent fasting, which almost the entire world is talking about. But let's keep it simple. That is the only way we will be able to implement it. Do this 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, yes, you may party, you may go out with your friends, you want to eat late at night. It's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself also. Enjoy also. And Monday to Friday, definitely follow intermittent fasting for a 12-hour window. Gradually, you can make it up to 14 hours. That is even more beneficial. But even 12 hours is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So this was in the fit. The I was for intermittent fasting. I can see a lot of questions that are coming up. What I'll do is, right now the entire flow will break. So at the end of my session, I will put all the answers in the comment section by tonight itself. This will help all of you a lot. So I hope this is to a large extent clear. Then comes T. T is basically for timing of exercise. So, very often we do these very hard exercises for 1 hour. There are people who do it even for 1.5 hours. And very honestly, even I used to do that. And I didn't see that much results with it. Then I started finding out more about exercise, what is the physiology behind the entire thing. And what I've come to realize is that during the intermittent fasting window, that is between that 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., it is excellent to do a light aerobic activity during that time. This really helps those stubborn fats to just start getting burned. It's amazing how much of a difference I've seen. Like, I no longer do a very heavy workout, and yet I'm just becoming fitter and fitter. Even the belly fat starts going away, the bloating starts going away. So what you should ideally do when you wake up in the morning, maybe take your lemon shot or some liquid that you are used to. After that, just step out for a light walk. In your society right now, if it's allowed, nothing like a light 30-minute walk. Or at home, you can do yoga. Or later on, once things open up, you can just go for a slow bicycle ride. Even that is fine. This is an Trust me, when you do this in the morning, your fat burning is activated like crazy. I think within a month, I've been following this and I'm seeing a huge difference at my fitness levels. So please do try this. Of course, every body is very different, but do give it a shot. It can make a huge difference, because when you are already fasting, your body burns fat very fast. Compared to when you are eating, automatically the entire fat burning slows down. So please remember, the timing of exercise is very important. Now, if there are some people who like to hit the gym or do a little more cardio and a heavier exercise, the best time to do this in the evening. That time the body temperature is also higher. The body will not be very stressed out if you do heavy exercises. So that time you can definitely do a little higher workout. One of the most popular ones right now is HIIT, which is high intensity interval training. I can talk about this in my next session, or you can read a lot about this. There is ample of information and videos given. There is also something called as slow muscle training, which helps a lot. So this is excellent to do in the evening time. And the best part is that if you do this in the evening, you can actually you can cheat a little at that time. You can take your cookie or your cake or a little Indian sweet, because you've done a heavy workout. Automatically, when you cheat a little at that time, the body will just burn the sugar off. So it's fine at that time if you want to do a little bit cheating. So that's one. Second, very, very important is, many of us, we exercise for 1 hour. We may do a very heavy workout also. But then through the day, we are sitting because our job requires sitting. Please trust me, that is not going to help you. If you've heard about a concept called blue zone, these are certain zones where people are very youthful. They live for almost 90 years, 100 years. They are way fitter than city life people. And what they do is they are very active through the day. So basically, if before your meal, you can do just 30 seconds to 1 minute of exercise, it is magical how your meal will get digested very fast. So, there are some people like these fitness experts, they will just go to the washroom, do 20 squats and then come back and have dinner. Or you can just do a 30-minute walk and come back. Or you can just do push-ups and then eat your meal, and it makes a huge difference, huge. Just try it out and you will see the difference in about 11 to 15 days. So this is really, really important. The timing of exercise makes a very big difference. So I've covered intermittent fasting. I've covered the timing of exercise. Yeah, for tea, something very interesting is temperature. So what happens is our body has white fat and also something like the brown fat inside. Of course, there's a lot of science behind it. I'm just speaking about it in a gross term right now. Now what happens is, once we come back from our morning exercise, if we can take a cold shower, it makes a huge difference. Somehow the brown fat just starts burning. Or you can also do alternate cold and hot. So the ideal way to do it is 20 seconds of hot, 10 seconds of cold. Like this, you do this 10 times. So it takes about 5 minutes total, and it makes a huge difference. Again, your body will burn fat faster. This is again something that I'm doing since a month, and trust me, it is helping me so much. Anyway, it's summer, and and especially when the cold shower hits your head and somehow just touches upon the blood-brain barrier, it can make a very big difference to weight loss. And you will also feel much more energized. There will be much lesser soreness after exercise. The lactic acid will also start getting washed away. So this can make a huge difference. And it's really fun to do this contrast bath, or sometimes I just take a cold shower and it actually energizes me like crazy. So that's one thing. So I've spoken about intermittent fasting, then I've spoken about the timing of exercise, also the temperature. Now last we will cover about foods, which I have taken about even in my first session, but we will just briefly revise it. So there are certain foods that make a very big difference in the weight loss. So basically, which I had even spoken in my session 1. There are, see, our body has good fats as well as bad fats. Now good fats are something that we need, because I'll tell you, there are some people who do this crazy kind of fasting and they actually land up with brain issues. Like there is actually a person I knew who landed up like in a bipolar after doing a very strong diet, because he had completely cut off the fat. So please do not do this. We need a lot of good fats in our body. So the 3 main sources of good fats are your nuts, which is your walnut, your pista, your cashew. Then you have copra, that is coconut, which we use in chutney. The coconut that we use during puja. Please take that coconut piece every day. It's an excellent source of good fat for you. Then we also have seeds. So there is sunflower seed, flax seed, there is watermelon, pumpkin, chia seeds, basil seeds. I will put all this information down. Just roast it and keep it in a glass jar, and you can just snack it in between, or you can even powder it and keep it and throw it in your salad, throw it in your dal. It will make a huge difference. So please remember in F. So FIT is what we are learning today. I was for intermittent fasting. T is the timing of exercise and the temperature, and the F is for the foods. So foods, one, remember, please have a lot of good fats. They can make a huge difference. When you are giving your body good fats, automatically the bad fats will have no other option but to go away, because there is no use of them in the body. So they will get burnt. So please do not starve yourself. Eat this the good fats, omega-3, and it will keep you very full also. Secondly, lemon. Again, I keep coming back to lemon because I cannot even tell you how magical it is. Lemon is actually like a detergent to the body. It makes a huge difference to remove any toxins. It just goes inside, removes all the toxins out. So many times, I've even eaten a heavier meal and just taken a lemon shot, and I feel immediately lighter after taking it. So please have lemon shot. Also, very important is your Indian spices. It's excellent, because the more and more we have our Indian spices like curcumin, we can have there is cinnamon. All these spices, oregano, rosemary, even the western ones, I sprinkle a lot of these on my salads these days. Basil leaves, they just have a way to increase our metabolic activity, and that makes a huge difference. So please include a lot of this in your diet, and it will really make an impact. So we don't need to struggle towards weight loss. It will become like a joy, like such a beautiful journey. Around 5-6 years back, I used to struggle to even lose that 1 kg. I used to actually stand on the weighing machine and be like, oh, only this much, 1 gram, 500 grams. And it's psychologically very damaging. You can actually lose so much of your self-esteem. But today, it's a joy for me. I no longer even need to go onto my weighing machine. I can fit into all my clothes again, my pre-marriage jeans, which I feel so excited when I put on. And, I feel energetic the entire day. And it's an amazing feeling to feel fit to the optimum that we can. So I would really urge you all that follow this FIT. F, the foods that I have shared, I, about intermittent fasting, and T, about the timing of exercise as well as the temperature. So the hot, cold, hot shower. I promise I will put all this information in the comment section so that you all can always go through this later and share it with your friends and family too. So now, as always, I really believe in kinesthetic learning. So there is audio, if you all know the VAC method, visual, audio, kinesthetic. So that is when all three methods are included, the learning goes much deeper. So we have used visual, we have used audio. Now I will use the kinesthetic method. Now in this, please remember, in this entire weight loss, one of the most important things is the emotions. So when we suppress a lot of emotions, automatically the body thinks it's in danger and it tends to store fat, or the body feels depressed and we want to go in for comfort eating. This really doesn't help at all. So let's do today, it's very important when we begin our weight loss or even a journey towards wellness. First, we have to accept our body and ourselves just the way we are. This is something that one of my friends had told me almost 5-6 years back. Nidhi, okay, you have put on weight, but first accept and love your body the way it is. That's the only way it will even want to lose the weight and do what you want it to do. So let's undergo a 5 minutes of a beautiful meditation where we actually just thank every part of our body for being with us today, for at least it's at least working for us. Only when we deeply accept and love it, there is a chance to change it and make it healthier and much fitter. So I request all of you to just close your eyes and just wipe off your mental slate. If possible, do not think about the past, do not be anxious about the future. Anyway, the life only happens in the now. So just take a moment. You all don't even need to note this down. I will share all this with you all through in the comment section. Just close your eyes. This can make a huge difference in our wellness journey. So please give yourself in total to this process. Even last time, a lot of people wrote that the meditation part was very effective for all of them. So close your eyes and first take 5 deep breaths. Breathe in from your nose and breathe out from your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Now once again, just visualize yourself at your favorite destination. For some people it may be home. For some people it may be certain holiday places that they have been wanting to go for. Just visualize yourself ideally within nature. There is mountain, there is the lake, there is a gentle waterfall and you can hear it. Feel a sense of peace just engulf you, which is very much needed during this phase. The next 5 to 7 minutes can make a huge difference on your hormones. So please give yourself in total. Let's deeply respect our body and pay gratitude to it. This is the only vehicle we have to achieve any of our dreams. So first, just put your attention with your eyes closed on both your feet and ankle area. Just visualize a white light coming on both your feet and just whisper a silent thank you. Feel so grateful for your ankles, for your feet. It's a very simple thing, but it can make a huge difference to heal yourself. Now visualize your calf area. Imagine a white light on both your calves. Just healing it. Whisper a silent thank you. Our calf muscles are used all the time. Now visualize your upper legs, your thighs. Imagine a white light and just whisper a gratitude. Now visualize your entire pelvic area. This is a very important place. It's very important to accept it. Visualize a white light and imagine that part just getting healed and whisper a thank you to that area. Now visualize your entire stomach area. Most of the important organs are here. Your liver, your gallbladder, your stomach, the intestine. All these greatly help us in the wellness journey. Visualize a white light on this area and just whisper a silent gratitude to this. Now move your focus to your chest area. Here again you have your lungs, you have your heart. Again a very important part. Visualize a beautiful sparkling white light going into your lungs, going into your chest area, going to your heart area, and just healing that area, and whisper a deep silent gratitude of thank you, thank you, thank you. With your eyes closed, just stay focused on your breathing. Now visualize your throat area. This is the place that helps you to swallow, to express yourself. Again imagine a bright white light in your throat area and whisper a silent thank you to it. Now visualize both your arms, right arm, left arm, your shoulder, back of the neck, back of your spine. Again the spine plays a very crucial role. The stronger the spine, the stronger our health. It's actually the backbone of our entire body. Visualize a white light on both your arms, on the back of your spine, back of your neck. Just soothing it, healing it. Whisper thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay with your breathing. Please remain with your eyes closed. We are human beings and not human doing. This is the best chance we have to just go deeper into ourselves. Be with your breath. Now visualize your entire face area. Feel so pretty, feel so handsome about yourself. Just have a smile on your face. Feel so beautiful from within. And visualize a white light on the top of your face, just like a sunshine caressing it. Your eyes, most important, the nose, the mouth, the ears, all the sense organs, our skin. And whisper thank you, thank you, thank you to all these parts of our body. And now last, visualize the top of your head, the crown area. This is where the divinity can enter us. So visualize a white light at the top of your crown, just entering your entire body and giving it so much energy, so much wellness. Visualize the dead cells going out of your body, and the sunshine is just renewing all your cells and actually making you feel like a new human with a super fit body. Let this be the beginning to your wellness journey. And whisper a thank you to your crown area. Now just for 30 seconds, visualize that you are lying down on nature on a bed of grass. Now slowly turn to one side with your eyes closed. Imagine that you are just getting up from the grass. Turn to one side and sit with your eyes closed. Now with your eyes closed, rub your palms and put your palms on your legs, any part of the legs that you want to. Now rub your palms and put it on your stomach area. Beautiful. Now rub your palms and just put it on the chest area. Rub your palms, put it on your eyes. Rub your palms, put it on your spine area. Give it healing. And last, rub your palms and put it on your crown area, the top of the head. And now very, very gently, just like a butterfly opens its wings, open your eyes. Thank you so much. It's exactly 5:30. So just going to briefly say that the session is mainly about natural, creative and fun ways to wellness, especially towards weight loss. And in that today we covered the 3 acronyms FIT, FIT. F was for the foods, which is a lot of the good fats that we need to include in our diet. It is also about including lemon and a lot of the Indian spices. Then the I was for intermittent fasting. At least 12 hours we should do fasting every day, minimum 5 days a week. It can make a huge difference towards our wellness. And the last one, T, was timing of exercise and also temperature. As much as, I know it's not easy to every time follow everything, but even if you take up just one thing, maybe just decide that yes, I am going to do 12 hours of intermittent fasting for at least the next 11 to 15 days and see how it's helping me. So let's use this time. We don't know when the lockdown is going to open up. Let's make it an opening up of infinite possibilities. Every day I tell myself it's not a lockdown, it's opening up. It's not a lockdown, it's opening up. And it's actually giving me more and more opportunities to reach out and make a difference to myself as well as my loved ones. So I'm really excited to be here once again. Thanks to Global Insurance Brokers, Dr. Pratima for having me here, my sister Megha Bajaj for being on this journey with me, and for my mom to be the inspiration behind this all. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Looking forward to next Tuesday.